Salut! I would like to show you how to use the coffee items that you're going to find when you come and stay at Belle Avenue Farm with Airbnb. You will find this manual burr grinder by JavaPresse, a French press, and then a jar, an antique jar of whole coffee beans, and a 1/4 cup measure. Right now we're featuring Jacksonville by Good Bean Coffee Roasters in Jacksonville. Usually I will choose a medium roast from a local coffee roaster, just because I feel the dark ones taste and smell a little burnt. So in order to use the coffee grinder, we'll set this aside for a minute, bring over something else that you won't find in the room, but just for demonstration purposes. You'll want to disassemble the grinder. You can just lift the handle off. You'll note that there are some arrows that I drew on the top, just to let you know when it's time to grind which direction you should go in. These are on a lid that fits kind of tight, so you have to jiggle it to get it loose. And when you put it back on, I recommend not jamming it all the way back on, or you'll have a hard time getting it off the next time you brew. Just kind of twist it till it finds that place where it wants to go on, and just leave it very lightly on. This top edge does not have to line up with the top of the element on the inside. This is the chamber in which you're going to pour your coffee. So 1 cup of coffee takes about 17 grams of coffee beans, which equates to a pretty full 1/4 cup measure. So if you go ahead and pour into the 1/4 cup measure, get it pretty full. Oops, I'm gonna give myself a lot of space there. Stick it in there. You'll see that that's about 17 grams. So 2 cups would be about 35 grams, which just happens to be the capacity of this grinder. So that way, if you're staying 2 in the room, you certainly have a way to get it in there. Now I poured it back in here because I'm going to use less for demonstration purposes. I'm just going to use a little bit. So once you get your coffee measured out, go ahead and pour it in there. Stick the lid back on. Again, don't want to do it all the way. And also, my fingernails are very dirty, I realize, as I'm doing this demonstration. It's because I'm a farmer, and they are stained from picking and processing tomatoes yesterday. So here we've got the grinder assembled. Put the lid back on here, don't need that. Get this out of the way. And then basically you're just gonna twist in the direction of the arrows, and it's pretty easy depending on the type of grind that you want to do. A French press works best if you have a medium to coarse grind, and a coarse grind is gonna take you a lot less time than a fine one. So that way this whole process will hopefully be one that's pleasurable for you and not feel like it's too much work. So as you're grinding the coffee, it's gonna fall into the chamber in the bottom. And there's a little window here so you can see what's going on. But you'll feel that all of a sudden there's just no resistance. You're pretty much done. So I take this off just because it tends to fall off anyway whenever you tilt the grinder. So your coffee's in here, and just to get an idea of what it looks like, I'll pour it in a clear bowl so you can see it. So that's somewhere between a medium and a coarse grind. Then your next step would be to take that and put it in the French press. So it comes, this is essentially your filter with the French press. Pour it in there. Stick your boiling water in there. You'll also find a tea kettle in the room. And you're not gonna press this plunger down right away. You can put the lid on, keep it nice and steamy, but you're gonna wait about 4 minutes before you very slowly depress this. That will keep the grinds in the bottom and allow you to pour your coffee out the top. It's nice and clear. So, wow, it smells amazing right now. But there you go. That's how to make coffee at Belle Avenue Farm.